danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCF's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this all.
Coming out aggressively. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So BYU's offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. BYU with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. That's caught, it's Hagan. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And the Cougars are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time they'll go to the running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Kalani Sitake got this Cougar program back in the national spotlight last season. 11 wins, and boy, did they do a great job in finishing off close games.
And boy, are they fun to watch. You talk about close games, yes, they won those, but fake punts, fake field goals, going for it on 4th down, like BYU's brand of football, Palmer, is always entertaining.
It's always entertaining. I remember a little while ago, people were wondering how they were going to fare in the Big 12, but they've proven that they can compete for a conference championship, and who knows this year, maybe take the next step to the CFP.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Got a man, it's Charles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jackson will throw. Caught over the middle, it's Wade. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Just keep slinging it. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Montgomery. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. They will score! Touchdown, Knights! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Hagan. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it at the 15. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
UCF.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's a heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Wade.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Charles. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, BYU! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Martin. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Snagged in the middle. It's Wyatt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. BYU has this offense clicking. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, UCF! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hagan. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hughes.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Knights have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Charles. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Knights have a lot of options on second and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready, and one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson gonna throw it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Jackson will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Jackson gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Finds his man in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Will jet sweep pass. There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. Kept it and he's past the marker. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And they're able to make the tackle. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this. And that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.